Hey, welcome back. Today we're continuing Marathi present tense, but in a very practical way. Not as a giant grammar chart that attacks you before chai. Nice and easy. We're going to build around super common everyday verbs. Karne, to eat, aserne, to be, lihune, to write, and ugurne, to open. And the big idea today is this. In Marathi, for beginners, it's often easier to learn present tense in little real-life families, tiny patterns, useful chunks, stuff you'll actually say. So instead of memorizing 50 rules, we'll keep hearing and repeating sentences like mi khato, I eat, mi lihito, I write, mi ghari ahe, I am at home. The more these chunks repeat, the more Marathi starts to feel natural. Let's start with kane, to eat. One very common form is khato, meaning eat for a male speaker saying I eat, and bolte, karate type patterns exist too. But today we'll mostly keep things simple and practical. If a female speaker is talking about herself, she would usually say kate. So mi khato, I eat for a male speaker. Mi kate, I eat for a female speaker. Keep both in your ear. Even if you use just one for yourself, it helps to recognize both. Now say this with me. Mi khato, I eat. Mi kate, I eat. Good. Notice the verb is doing a lot of the work. Marathi loves these natural little patterns. How do you say, I eat now, in Marathi? Mi ata khato. Mi ata khato. If you're a female speaker, that would be mi ata khate. Very common, very useful. And now, let's stretch it a little. Mi bhat khato. I eat rice. Mi safarchand khato. I eat an apple. Quick side note, bhat means cooked rice. Very common word. Much more useful in daily life than trying to sound like a textbook robot. How do you say we eat together in Marathi? आपण एकत्र खातो. आपण एकत्र खातो. Nice. Ekatra means together. Super useful word. You can use it in many places. आपण एकत्र जातो. We go together. आपण एकत्र बसतो. We sit together. Now one small trick. For memory, think of khato as your everyday eating chunk. If you hear khate, that's the close cousin. Same family, same action, just a different speaker pattern. Don't freeze. Recognize the family. Let's move to aserne, to be. This one is huge, absolutely everywhere. The form you'll hear all the time is ahe. Ahe, is or am or are depending on context. Mi ghari ahe, I am at home. Dukan ukhudan ahe, the shop is open. To ithe ahe, he is here. Ti busy ahe, she is busy. See? One little word, huge power. How do you say I am at home in Marathi? Mi ghari ahe. Mi ghari ahe. Perfect. And here's a little shortcut. If you want to say where something is or what state it's in, ahe is often your best friend. Home, ghari ahe. Here, ite ahe. Ready? Tayar ahe. Open? Ugad ahe. How do you say the shop is open in Marathi? Dukan ughadan ahe. Dukan ughadan ahe. Great. Nice little detour here. Marathi often uses forms like ughadan ahe, literally open is, for is open. So don't overthink it. Just learn the chunk. Dukan ughadan ahe, the shop is open. Dar ughadan ahe, the door is open. Now let's talk about ughadne, to open. In real life, you'll often hear both the action and the state. For example, mi dar ughadto, I open the door. But also, dar ughadan ahe, the door is open. For beginner speech, both are useful, but the second one comes up constantly in daily conversation. Try a couple with me. Mi khidki ughadto, I open the window. Dar ughadan ahe, the door is open. Dukan ughadan ahe, the shop is open. Good. How do you say open the door in Marathi? Dar ughad. Dar ughad. Nice and short. Very everyday Marathi. If you're speaking politely, there are other ways too, but this is a great useful base form to recognize. Now our next verb, lihine, to write. Super useful in modern life because we write messages all day long. Lihito, lihito, I write for a male speaker. Lihite, lihite for a female speaker. So, mi lihito, I write. Mi lihite, I write. How do you say I write a message in Marathi? Mi message lihito. Mi message lihito. And for a female speaker, mi message lihite. Very practical. Message is exactly the kind of natural borrowed word people actually use. Let's build a mini family around lihine. Mi nav lihito, I write a name. Mi number lihito, I write a number. Mi note lihito, I write a note. See the pattern? Don't memorize the whole universe. Memorize the chunk plus one new noun. Here's another one. How do you say I write every day in Marathi? Mi roz lihito. Mi ghari ahe. I am at home. Mi khato. I eat. Mi message lihito. I write a message. Dukan ughdan ahe. The shop is open. Mi ghari ahe. I am at home. Dar ughdan ahe. The door is open. Mi khato. I eat. Apan ekatra khato. We eat together. Mi message lihito. I write a message. Mi roz lihito. I open the door. Mi dar ukharto. The door is open. Mi ghari ahe. I am at home. Dukan ukhdan ahe. The shop is open. I write every day. Mi ghari ahe. Mi ghari ahe. How do you say I eat now in Marathi? Mi आता khato. Mi आता khato. How do you say I write a message in Marathi? Mi message lihito. Mi message lihito. How do you say the shop is open in Marathi? Dukan ughdan ahe. Dukan ughdan ahe. How do you say we eat together in Marathi? Apan ekatra khato. Apan ekatra khato. Beautiful. That repetition matters. Your brain loves hearing the same useful thing more than once. Now let's make it a little more alive with a short story. First, just listen to the whole story in Marathi. Mi ghari ahe. Sakari mi dar ughadto. Kitchen मध्ये मी सफरचंद खातो. मग मी मित्राला मेसेज लिहितो. थोड्या वेळाने आपण एकत्र खातो. बाहेरचं दुकानही उघडण आहे. Now let's go line by line. मी घरी आहे. I am at home. सकाळी मी दार उघडतो. In the morning I open the door. Kitchen मध्ये मी सफरचंद खातो. In the kitchen I eat an apple. मग मी मित्राला मेसेज लिहितो. Then I write a message to my friend. थोड्या वेळाने आपण एकत्र खातो. After a little while, we eat together. बाहेरचं दुकानही उघडण आहे. The shop outside is open too. Nice. That's real language. Home, door, apple, message, shop. Very everyday, very memorable. Let's squeeze in a few more quick ones so the pattern really sticks. Mi ite ahe. I am here. Mi khato. I eat. Mi lihito. I write. Dar ughdan ahe. The door is open. Dukan ughdan ahe. How do you say I am here in Marathi? Mi ite ahe. Mi ite ahe. The door is open. चा मराठीत काय म्हणणार? दार उघडणं आहे. दार उघडणं आहे. How do you say I eat an apple in Marathi? मी सफरचंद खातो. मी सफरचंद खातो. Very nice. And remember, if you're a female speaker, forms like khate and lihite will be the ones you'll often use for yourself. But for understanding everyday Marathi, hearing both types is great. So here's today's simple takeaway. Don't try to learn Marathi present tense as a giant monster. Learn it as little useful families. Food family, mi khato, I eat. Being family, mi ghari ahe, I am at home. Writing family, mi lihito, I write. Open family, dar ughdan ahe, the door is open. Or mi dar ughadto, I open the door. Those chunks will carry you far. One last memory trick before we finish. Imagine a mini movie. You are at home, mi ghari ahe. You open the door, mi dar ughadto. You eat, mi khato. You write a message, mi message lihito. Then the shop is open, dukan ukhadan ahe. One tiny movie, 5 useful sentences. That is how beginners remember. You're doing great. Seriously. If these sentences feel a little repetitive, good. Repetition is not boring here. It's glue. Listen again later. Say the Marathi out loud, and try using just 2 or 3 of these today in your head. Small steps, but very solid ones. Alright, nice work. Aajasaki bus. That's enough for today. Keep it simple, keep it practical, and keep speaking. Marathi is starting to sound familiar already. Super.